Owl Labs Meeting 4 Plus Premium Pack, the silent fix every hybrid room has been missing. You know that moment when half your team is remote? The meeting starts and within 90 seconds someone says, "Can you repeat that for the third time?" That is not a connection problem. That is a room problem. Nobody designed that space for this version of work. Here is the quiet truth most organizations never say out loud. Every awkward pause, every missed comment from the back of the room, every remote colleague who stops contributing midway through the call represents something real being lost. Productivity, trust, belonging. And the hidden cost of that loss compounds weekly, without anyone ever putting a number to it. So the real question is, how much are you willing to keep paying for a problem that already has a solution? The damage is slow and quiet, which is exactly why it keeps going. Every meeting where remote participants feel invisible costs you something. First, it costs time. Decisions get revisited because the right voices were not heard the first time. Then, it costs money. Talented remote employees disengage, contribute less, and eventually leave for places where they feel fully present. Then, it costs energy. The people managing those meetings spend more effort compensating for broken audio and dead camera angles than actually running the meeting itself. There is a suffocating quality to that cycle once you recognize it, because you realize it has been running in the background for months, maybe longer. But here is the part nobody tells you. The gap between a broken hybrid room and a truly functional one is not as wide as it looks. Stay here for just another moment. This is where the Owl Labs Meeting 4 Plus Premium Pack enters and everything changes. One device in the center of the room replaces the entire broken ecosystem of misaligned cameras, dead mic zones, and disconnected audio. 6 quiet superpowers come built in. First, a 64-megapixel fisheye sensor captures true 4K 360-degree panoramic video, so every face in the room is visible, always. Second, the Owl Intelligence System dynamically highlights active speakers in real time, so remote participants follow the conversation naturally without guessing who is talking. Third, 8 omnidirectional beamforming microphones extend audio capture up to 18 feet, pulling in even the quiet voice at the far end of the table. Fourth, dual 360-degree speakers deliver clean, balanced in-room sound without echo or feedback. Fifth, it connects via USB-C and works instantly with Zoom, Teams, Google Meet, and WebEx without any driver installation. Sixth, the premium pack adds a stand, a 16-foot USB-C extension cable, and a 3-year OwlCare support plan, making it a complete turnkey solution from day one. Before we installed it, one of our longest-standing remote team members had stopped turning her camera on entirely. 2 meetings after setup, she was presenting again. And yes, I tested this myself across multiple room configurations. TechRadar awarded this a PC Pro Excellence Award. Wait, a single cylindrical device on a table just replaced an entire AV cabinet? That is exactly what happened. There is also one specific pairing setting inside the Owl app that most buyers never discover, and it dramatically extends room coverage without purchasing additional hardware. The evidence is calm and consistent. Immediately after setup, remote participants report feeling present rather than peripheral. Within the first week, meeting facilitators stop spending energy compensating for audio gaps and dead camera angles. Long-term, teams report faster decisions, stronger cross-location relationships, and measurably higher participation rates from remote colleagues. TechRadar tested it across Teams, Zoom, and Skype, and described speaker switching as taking around 2 seconds, with effortless transitions and noticeably sharper 4K output than anything in the previous generation. A verified purchaser, identified only as SS, wrote that the meeting flowed excellently, with no noticeable lag, adding they could not fault the product after the very first session. Another verified user, EY, noted after 1 month that the time needed to identify who is speaking is extremely fast, making natural conversation genuinely possible. I noticed this after 3 weeks of observation. Rooms that previously had 3 people dominating suddenly opened up, and quieter team members started contributing consistently. Which of these benefits hits you hardest? Comment 1 for video clarity, 2 for audio reach, or 3 for speaker tracking precision. Compared to standard bar cameras placed at one end of a table, the 360-degree coverage here simply has no equivalent at this integration level. The Owl Labs Meeting 4 Plus Premium Pack does one thing that nothing else in its category does as completely. It makes every person in the room, remote or in person, feel like they actually belong in the conversation. That is not a feature. That is a shift in how your team works together. Join the ones who quietly upgraded their entire meeting culture and never looked back. Link in the description, first one, pinned at the top. Your next meeting deserves to actually work.
For demo videos and current pricing, check the link in the description.